let's go check out the indoor vendors here and see what's on display. I know that the Goodguys do have a great range of vendors, like the Goodgals. They all come up here and set up their stalls. So let's go and see what's happening.
What did you want to get? No, this is actually a separate piece.
Excuse me, sorry. This is so cool. They sell all the classic gadgets and wow, the instruments. So this here is all from Classic Instruments. In case you're looking and something catches your eye, then head on over to their website and look them up. How you going? put on a show for the whole family with food. You know, you've got lemonades, you've got nuts. It's not just for car. I mean, you've got stuff here. I think I saw a lady giving massages if you've got like arthritis pain. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's a whole show for the whole family. It's a big day out, big weekend out actually. It's not the first time that someone needed a hand to push the car at one of these events, and I don't think it'll be the last one. You know what? It happens. It happens to us all. It's nice to see other people pushing and giving her a hand. No, 69.
69, yep.
I've seen too many cars.
Yeah, they go together after a while.
All right, everybody, I'm here with Justin and his beautiful Caprice 69 in absolutely original condition. From looking at it, it looks like it's in really original condition. They've got title papers there as well, but I'm going to let Justin do the talking. How you going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Okay, so tell us, what do you have exactly behind you?
So this is a 69 Chevy Caprice, original numbers matching 327 V8 engine. This car was purchased brand new in March of 1969 by my grandfather.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if you actually want to come over here.
Now this is how we know it's absolutely original, when it's been in the family.
So yeah, he passed away, and I was going through the car. I ended up inheriting the car, and I found a whole bunch of paperwork inside the glove box. So this is the original bill of sale.
Yep.
He paid $3,300 for it. And this is what's called, General Motors did this. This is called the Protecto plate. So when they issue the car for the first time, they actually stamp out who the owner is.
Oh, and that's actually stamped on the dash?
Yep, so it's stamped on there. It's actually a card that it comes with.
Okay.
And then over here, this is a pretty rare document. This is actually a checklist that the dealership does before they hand over the keys to the car. So it makes, they test the car, make sure it's running, driving, stopping, all the lights work and everything, all the doors open and close. And your grandfather
kept all of these papers?
Yes, yep.
God love him.
Yeah, there's plenty more too. This is the original build sheet for the car.
Yeah.
And then over there is a recall letter from 1972 for the motor mounts. They had a motor mount issue. So that's the recall letter, and I actually left the recall repair on there. And that is the temporary registration that they gave him, the 10-day registration when he drove it off the lot.
Wow.
And then in here,
I love the interiors. That blue with it's just very nice.
So blue on blue.
Love the buttons.
And then this is actually a drawing that an artist did for me. So that's actually me and my grandfather with a drawing of the car.
That is so sweet.
But yeah, my mom actually used to sit back here. So.
Wow. Your mom as a child was sitting back here.
Yep, my mom and her sister.
So this is the car that they grew up in. That was their family car.
This is it. Yep.
It doesn't get more special than that, honestly. That's just amazing. And you've kept it. And what do you do to make sure that it's still running and maintaining it?
Just keep driving them. You got to keep driving them. If you let them sit, that's when they start to have problems. So we drive them. We have 2 kids now, so they like to go to car shows with us. So whenever the weather's nice, I try and get it out and take them for a ride.
That's great. And have you done anything with the engine?
So I had some engine issues a few years ago, so I did a little bit of work to it.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
Everything that I took off the car, I went ahead and kept it, so I can always put it back to exactly original. But here is from that recall letter. That's the recall right there.
What was the problem with it?
So the motor mounts would come loose, so the engine wouldn't be secure down here.
Right.
So they added these tethers to hold it down, and there's one on each side. So
I mean, that right there is original in itself. Look at the rust.
Yeah,
that's a beauty.
It's the original engine block and everything, original transmission, rear end. So.
Wow. Wow. I mean, this is pretty. You got your kids.
Little ones.
Oh, this is awesome. And so how long did you say you've had it now?
I've had the car for probably pretty close to 15 years.
Okay.
So yeah, it was when I was in high school I got the car.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I had my senior picture taken with the car, and then I've had some issues over the years, so it hasn't seen. It's been in the garage most of the time, but recently it's been running really well. So we've been trying to enjoy it as much as possible.
And I love it. You haven't painted it. You haven't touched it or anything.
Nope.
It's still got some smudges.
It was in a garage, and there was a canoe on the wall, and the canoe fell and hit it.
That's amazing. And your mum would have such nice memories.
Oh yeah, she likes to go. She likes to come out with us too.
And it takes her back.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Justin. That's, I mean, obviously you're going to treasure it. I don't need to say that.
Thank you for looking at it.
I love it. All the best. Are you in a class today?
No, just here for the day.
Good for you.
Just enjoying it.
Good for you. And a lot of people will be stopping by to have a look.
I'm hoping so.
With those papers at the front, it's always going to draw attention to see a car.
The history is really where the value is.
100%.
You know, it's not a big high-dollar show car winner, but it's priceless to someone like me.
I can imagine. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Welcome. Thank you.
It's all polished aluminum, polished chrome. You'll see it if you go around the back.
Okay.
And then my buddy back home, Joe Tarantino, did all the upholstery work and the custom dash. And you can take a look at that.
I love the upholstery.
It took us 2 years to find the color.
Okay.
And it took it 8.5 years to build it.
And is this stock, the design here with the two?
No, it's all custom.
You've done very well.
Hey, thank you.
You've done very well. Good choice between the two, and then you've broken it up with the stripping as well.
Yeah, so the gray striping between the two colors.
I love it because then that just breaks the two colors and it really makes it stand out more.
And you can take a look at the back.
We'll go there, but the motor.
The motor's an LS7.
And you've got it matching the interior.
It does now, yes.
LS7. So how powerful is LS7?
This is about 560 horsepower.
Very nice. It's
And
powerful.
it has an electric hood.
An electric hood.
The hood operates off of the key fob.
You've got a, so okay, that, last week I found out that you can just open the doors with those buttons.
Yeah, this one too.
This one too, and now you can open up the hood.
Right, and the trunk, yeah.
And the trunk as well. Okay, the trunk, yes, I'm aware, but the hood, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Very cool, sir. And this is your driver?
Well, not quite. We brought it up here in the trailer.
Okay.
So it is a trailer queen at the moment.
Well, I mean, that's why I was looking at it, that it just looks so clean, so immaculate. Very nice. So let's see this interior in detail.
I can open the door if you like.
And you got those buttons, there's no gears.
That's the shifter. That's my transmission shifter.
Is that how it was in 66? No. I didn't think it would have come with buttons. 66.
The whole dashboard is all custom.
Wow.
The interior, my friend Joe did all the interior, did all the dashboards and everything inside.
Wow. You've made it so easy for yourself. You just press a button,
Yeah.
reverse, press a button, drive.
And these are electric.
Wow.
And the headliner has LEDs in it, so it lights up blue at night.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So you said you did some of it yourself as well?
Not so much, no, my buddy Joe did all of that. We did a lot on the car, the whole team of us that worked on the car.
Nice.
The whole team of us.
Very nice. Oh, I love it even more. I'm just looking at it close up, and it's got the glitter, it's got the shine.
And the glass is all flush mounted.
Very nice. And did you lower it?
It's you'll see if you look in the mirror here.
Yeah.
You'll see the suspension.
Oh, wow. That's very nice. That's beautiful, sir. And how long did you say you had it?
It's an 8.5-year build.
8.5 years.
And then we put the gas cap here.
Oh, that's so small.
It's a motorcycle.
I love it. That's so small.
It works very well, actually. That's it.
That's great. That's absolutely great. And you've always liked the Novas?
Oh yeah, from when I was much younger, in my high school days.
Your high school days.
A friend of ours had one, and I've been looking for one for quite a while, and I did other cars, and finally came back to this. And we've been well received here today. I've had a lot of nice.
Oh, I bet.
A lot of nice comments today.
I bet. And you've always wanted the Nova. When you eventually got it, then you got the chance to just customize it and restore it to exactly the way that you want.
Exactly. This is a whole custom build, the whole car.
I would say. It's very nice, sir. Very nice. Look at this trim. Beautiful. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, like naturally today I'm getting drawn to the red cars, and maybe it's the effect of the dress, but either way, this is a beautiful 67 Chevy Camaro and belongs to Anthony, who's right here. Absolutely amazing. How long have you had it for?
31 years.
31 years. Okay. All right. So what have you done to it? Because I can see there's a lot happening under the hood. What have you done to the body?
Well, it started out to be a 434 small block.
Okay.
And then I changed to the 540.
540.
Yeah, 871. This motor's been in there like 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And what's the horsepower?
Don't even know. I just put it together and put it
It's
in.
so brand new.
Yeah. And this brand, well, this is actually the third time it's been in. I had a
Okay.
few issues with it last year. It's been in and out, and I just got it back in like 2 weeks ago.
Well, so that's a big block, so I'm guessing the horsepower is going to be right up there,
It's
over
gonna be up
500.
there, yeah.
Definitely. And what have you done to it in the 30 years that you've had it, besides the engine?
The car's been basically the same for the whole time.
Okay.
It needs to be repainted, it needs to be a lot of stuff done to it. But it's just basically it's been this way for like 30 years. I
The
just
paint looks amazing. You're thinking it needs to be repainted?
Yeah, you can see here and there it's got a little chip here and there. Well, the sun don't
See, the owners always see the tiniest specks of flaws that anybody walking by will just admire it and not even notice it.
Stuff like that. It needs to be redone, period.
It looks beautiful. And the tires, are they stock?
The wheels and tires I had them on them about a year. I changed them last year from the Buick to these B series. But the car's been basically the same thing except for the motor in the last 4 years. It's basically been the same car.
Wow, well, you've looked after it really well.
Yeah.
You really have. And it's your driver, right?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Drive it all the time.
That's beautiful.
I've just had changed the seats in it. In
Yep.
the last year, the seats were changed in the last year.
And have you come to the Goodguys often?
No, this is my first time.
It's your first. This is the 24th year of the Summit Racing Nationals. This is your first time.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well,
I come from Atlanta. I got my buddy Richard in the Blue Nova and all them McGuires. They drove me crazy to come, so here I am.
well, so I think you're going to be here again next year.
I'll be here again.
Yep. And that's going to motivate you more to do more stuff to the car and then come here and show it off, because that's what this is about.
That's what it's about, yep.
Well, I appreciate that. You enjoy it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Wear your camera out up here today.
Yes, I do, sir. Were you at the show last week?
No.
Okay, I was filming there as well.
I don't live very far. I come up here every year, but
Okay.
They raised this up.
Look at this beauty, Dad.
From Model A, 1928 coupe. This is great. Love it. I love it. Tell us, what do we have here in front of us? A Model A?
Yeah, it's a 1929 Model A coupe. And I bought it in South Carolina and brought it back to Columbus.
Yep.
Took it apart, sold all the pieces except for the body, and proceeded to build a hot rod.
Wow. And how long ago was that?
4 years ago.
So in 4 years, and you just took everything apart except for the...
Kept the body.
You kept the body. You took the interior, the engine.
All gone.
All right. Come and talk to me about what's happening under that hood then. And did you build the engine yourself?
Yes, I did. I did do it. Yeah, I took it apart in my garage. And,
Ma'am, you would look great next to this car. Okay, so what kind of an engine do we have now?
It's a flathead Ford 1950 8BA.
A 58 flathead.
It's a 1950.
50, sorry.
Yeah, 8BA Ford flathead.
Now, what is this?
That's the breather tube. It's where you put your oil in, and it vents the motor. This is the oil filter.
Oh, isn't that neat?
And dual carbs. The upper part of the motor is all redone.
Mm-hmm.
It's original block.
Beautiful.
239 cubic inches.
239. Okay. And that's the exhaust there?
Yes.
I like the style of the exhaust. It's
those
just...
are what they call lake headers. They were made famous in salt flats.
Okay.
When they used to race out there, they still do, but that's what they used a lot of the old cars. This is done in a very 60s way.
Well, you've done it so well because the way that it's shaping out and sticking out, it complements the body shape as well.
Yeah.
It flows with it.
Sure does.
And the doors, were the doors original like that?
Yeah. Body's original.
Body's original. I love the doors.
The paint is what they call panel paint. It's reminiscent of the 60s, mid-60s.
Did you do the paint yourself?
I did, in my driveway.
You painted this whole thing.
Yep.
Usually the paint always goes somewhere else.
No, not this one.
So it's from the 60s. What does it mean? It's a beautiful pattern.
It's just an era. It's an era, period piece.
Okay, yeah. So that would have taken a lot of time. I mean, that's all taping, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is. That's base coat, tape, another base coat, you pull your tape, and then you clear it after that.
Wow.
It's a bad habit I can't get rid of.
No, you guys. I mean, as you can see, a lot of people are stopping to have a look at it, but yeah, I love that tape work. That would have taken a long time. Any errors, mistakes when you were doing the painting?
Oh, there's some mistakes for sure, but only the owner knows.
That's it. Oh, and you've done it under here as well. Oh, that's great. And you've always restored cars, just what you like to do?
When I was younger, I did car models, and that kind of stuck me. And then I tried some circle track racing.
Okay.
And you used to bang them up, and you'd waste your money. So then I said, I'm going to start, restoring and building, because you have something left over when you're done.
That's true. You can always sell stuff and come to the car shows and swap.
Have fun, meet people, all that good stuff.
That's it. That's it. Oh, this is awesome. It's so cute. I mean, it's very neat.
Thank you.
Love it. You've done very well. So you're in the builder's choice of the class.
I'm asking to be considered for a builder's choice award, which is what all these cars are. These cars are professional. This one here is a shop built car.
Okay.
And the labor is very expensive, and that's why I do it myself, so I don't pay shop labor.
I mean, that's amazing, and I find that absolutely fascinating, and I say that so many times. Like, how do you know how to do this? Like, it's such a skill that is underrated and people don't think about it in today's day and age, but it's an absolute tremendous skill to have.
Some people call it a dying art.
Yeah, I would say that for sure, but we're hoping that it continues on to the next generations and
well, they're coming. They may be coming in a different way, maybe like import cars.
I like the classics.
We do
I like the classics, so I do hope that it continues on. It's always nice to see the next generation getting in on it as well. No, that's awesome. showing the car.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
There's a big show in Robertsburg in August.
Hi. How you going? Tony, I'm Rana.
Rhonda, my pleasure. How are you?
Rana, sorry.
Rhonda?
Yeah? Love this.
Thank you.
What is it?
It is a 66 Volvo.
Okay.
It was a 4-door, and I cut it and made it into a 2-door gasser.
You've done more than that. You've changed the entire body
They
shape.
changed everything. I mean,
Yep.
that guy was just standing there going, they didn't make that. I said, nah, it was
No?
sort of like something we come up with at the shop.
You customized it. Okay, so you've got a shop, you restore hot rods.
Yeah, cars. We're back in Pittsburgh.
Okay. Amazing.
Nice project.
Why don't you come and tell me on how you changed this from 4 doors to 2 doors?
The car originally was a 4-door where the center post was there.
Okay, smaller doors.
Yeah. No room once we had the seats and the motor in, so we removed the center post,
Yeah.
moved everything back, and we built these custom doors.
Amazing.
So,
Amazing. Now you've got an absolute racing system happening inside here.
Yeah, full cage, full chassis car. No rule, no air conditioning, no bells. No, well, I do have air conditioning. We put the old canvas top in it.
Nice. If that's what's happening on the inside, that is because of over here. What have you got here?
Chevy 350 with a 350 automatic.
Okay.
I drove this car from Pittsburgh to Columbus 2 years ago. No flaws at all. It's a great
How far is that? How many hours?
3 hours.
Okay.
It's a great running, streetable, cool looking car.
It's very cool. It's very cool. And obviously the thing that stands out the most is the paint job.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail like in the paint job.
Yeah.
Like all the fancy lace work in the paint job. You very seldom see that. Back in the olden days, you seen all the little lace work.
I love the lace work. And I love the fade.
The fade into the colors.
Yeah, how it fades. It just looks absolutely brilliant. And how do you get that? Obviously, you're in a shop and you do these things. How do we get this fade?
Time and technique.
Okay.
There's no book written when you're writing this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just keep what's appealing to the eye as you go.
Do you tape it and apply the different
This
colors?
is all blended. The car started out white, then
Okay.
we put the green on, then we faded the yellow, the orange, and the red.
Beautiful.
And the whole underside of the car was red.
I noticed that.
If you look at the dash interior, it's got all palm leaves
Oh, wow.
airbrushed into the doors and the dash and stuff. So makes you seem like you're sitting down in a duck blind.
So they're palm leaves, not marijuana leaves.
Palms. Actually laid them down.
They look a bit funny. I'm joking. Oh, this is awesome. So how long have you had the 66?
I built this car 9 years ago.
Okay.
This car's a 9-year-old build.
Okay, nice. Nice. And what was the condition when you first got it?
Very nice. It was a very nice 4-door 122X Volvo.
Okay, good.
A lot of people said you're going to do what?
You
Can't leave
do-
well enough alone.
No, and I'm glad you didn't, because are the tires how they would have been on the Volvo, or you?
No, it would have been small tires like that.
Like that. Yeah. And I love the chassis there, but underneath it, I can see it.
Great big monsters thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the flathead that.
Very nice. Okay. So poor Randy's beautiful car over here apparently gets overshadowed with Tony's colourful hot rod back there, but I don't think so. Randy, come and tell me a little bit about your car, because it's still pretty cool. What have we got here?
73 SS Nova,
Yep.
original Colorado car. Started out as a 350 4-speed car.
Okay. What did you do to it?
Full suspension, roll cage, 555 Merlin, 780 horse.
Nice. You've done a lot to it.
Just custom paint.
So what was the paint before?
The paint was actually a gray metallic car, but now if you look in the sun, there's bursts in here.
Yeah.
73 SS Novas came with a decal like this, and I had it matched and painted on. That's the same decal, but it's painted. It makes it look so much different and nice.
Oh, it does. And I love what you've done here with the strip. It's just
But no, it's
beautiful.
just a fun car.
And how long have you had it for?
15 years.
15 years.
I've only been on the road about 4.
For 4 years?
Yep.
It was getting built for the first?
It became on the back burner, and then it became, I started working on it heavy, and then
Okay, it's all right, it happens.
that happened,
Yep.
and then it's like it got put back, and then my new wife, I've been with her 10 years, which Tony's always hitting on. He's the cruise, that's his cruise wife, my wife, and then we got together and said, let's get this car together, and we did it in like a year, finished it up. It's been on the road 4 years now.
And your ability to do this, you've just been around cars, or you do it as...
I had one of these in high school.
Did you?
Same thing.
Okay, so that's why the SS.
Yeah, I had a
Nova.
73 SS in high school, which I had a soft spot for him. I have a 64 Comet Cyclone I'm building right now.
Okay.
My first car.
So you want to go back to the time when you were 16, 17 and back in high school?
Yeah, it's just, and I'm looking for a Chevelle now, because I had a Chevelle too. I got hit by a drunk driver.
All right.
Totaled out. So me and my wife were talking about that. Could be. But
that's awesome.
Just trying to get my youth.
Good for you, sir. I mean, that's what it's about, isn't it? Just to take you back to memory lane.
That's all it is. It's fun, and the people are great. These type of shows are great.
Yep.
Even the local cruises at home.
So how long have you been coming to the Goodguys?
I've been coming here off and on probably about 12 years.
Okay.
It's enjoyable. Like I said, we all make a big deal about it.
Well, I'm happy to be here, and I'm glad you guys work on your cars. I'm glad you restore it and you put the work and effort in.
I got a lot of sweat and a lot of money in the car.
Yep.
And I like to do. I don't do everything. I don't do paint like Tony does paint.
Yeah.
He does it. He's great.
I know. I try to get some tips from him. The guy's tight. Like I mean.
Yeah. I just. But I do all the assembly, put together, and the ideas come from me. And I'm an engine builder.
Okay.
But I set everything up and put it all together in one package.
And how good does it make you feel?
Oh, it makes you feel real good.
Exactly.
I enjoy, my product when I'm finished.
Oh, why wouldn't you? I mean, it's something you've done yourself, something you've built it.
Yep.
And every time you look at it, you drive it, it's like, you know what? I did this.
That's right.
I made this run. Oh, that's great. Well, I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the Novas weren't that popular back then because they had these massive bumpers at the front.
And rear.
And the rear. So that was a government requirement?
Government mandate for, you know,
for muscle
insurance
cars?
reasons. Yes. No, for any car that was started in 73.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of people didn't like the look, including yourself?
Oh, I didn't, no.
So what did you do to yours?
We took 4 inches out of the bumper and on each end and moved it in 4 inches.
Okay.
And removed the filler panel.
That's great.
Front and rear. But these are fiberglass bumpers.
Yep.
They're painted body color. It's easier to do them than to use the original bumpers.
Well, I mean, you've done really well. You can't even tell. I wouldn't have known that the Novas came like that, but now I do. So it's good. I love always learning new things about the cars.
There you go.
That's awesome.
All right.